Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Saturday's What Map. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, it's the last one before Christmas, so let's treat ourselves to a little bit of ecania. Let's face it, if you can't treat yourself to some ecania at Christmas, when can you? Well, this is the latest one from the very prolific Swedish map maker. Does a lot of fantasy stuff. There's your start square, and there's your resources, and you probably recognise it as ecania's work just from the overhead view. Much of a muchness, I must say, the overhead view. Let's just hope that the map jumps out as just being something a little bit different from the norm. It's going to be high standards, we know that already. Right, the workshop, there's a little bit of reading, some not required but suggested mods if you are newish to the game. And then there's a collection. If you click into the collection, it'll tell you the required items. I would have liked to see them listed actually on the main page, but here they are: date palm, clay roulotte, live oak tree, Minas Geralis, a theme created by ecania himself, Norway spruce, a couple of other trees and some rocks. Boom, and we're into the map already. Right, well, we're expecting, well, the usual, I would imagine, some tunnels, perfect bridges all the way, like this one, very nice indeed. And now we're onto the mainland, and we are going to, like, it's chiseled in there a little bit. Now, for some reason, we're staying elevated at this point. Okay, and then very, very straight elevated highway coming straight down. I think it looks a bit, I don't know, forced or odd or strange. I don't know if I'd preferred that to actually being ground highway rather than elevated highway. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sold. Tell me in the comments what you think there. Now the clay roulotte, I have a problem with it, just personal. It's, see the trees, they're almost camouflaged into the grass. I can't barely see the difference between the colour variations there. For me are so subtle. Now if you've got full colour vision, maybe that jumps out for you, but for me, I struggle with that. And so yes, I can see a benefit to the clay roulotte. Oh, hang on a minute, what is that? What have we got? A tree on the hard shoulder, growing out the tarmac. Tut tut tut. But yes, so I was saying about clay, it's a lovely, beautiful. I appreciate it's full and lush and green, but for me, the trees are camouflaged, and that is really a phrase you don't expect to hear. I thought that was on the highway, but it's not. Now this is a perfect little curvy bridge. Quite difficult to do curved bridge and do them perfectly, and that was very nice indeed. As we bend off now towards the middle of the map, some straight highways, nothing much to comment on there, and you can see the bridge in the distance. That's what we're heading towards. There we go. We'll get there in a minute. We will. Let's not rush it. Let's not rush it. Here's your start square, and this is your start square intersection. And yes, I'm not doing the ram joke again. It's perfectly good start square. Very happy with that. And then over this bridge here, which is nice and low but high enough, and slightly, oh, nice bit of detailing under there. A nice soft down ramp. A little bridge here over the cutting. Maybe didn't even need to be arched, but it's perfect. I can't grumble about that at all. Very happy. And then down to the main intersection, and now this is what everything is going to be coming through, so I hope it can deal with the weight of traffic. If we pull up a little bit and a little bit further, as you can see, 4 outside connections, and they all go through this main intersection. So let's just hope that it will be able to handle the weight of traffic when it starts pouring through here. It's a very, very attractive intersection, I've got to say. All the slopes are good, all the heights are good. I can't find any clipping at all, which is good also. Now we're going to follow this route because it's the most interesting of the 3 alternative routes. So we're not going to look at the other 2 because they're going to be much of a muchness after we've seen this one. This little bridge is fine, no problem there. And then we will mount to the ground and hair off and into the rockery. Do like a rockery. And then the tunnels, because it's an ecania map, you've got to have at least 1 tunnel. And here we are. We'll nip through. Now, I hope it's waterproof because you're going underneath all of this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then out at this side. And yeah. Nothing much to comment on there. Loving the way it's chiseled into the rock. It looks really good. And then we've got another elevated bit of highway to get across another one of those railway cuttings. Oh, we've got some glitchy tree there. That's the second one. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We're going downhill fast, ecania. What's going on? Oh, sorry, it's manhole cover. I thought there was something glitching through the highway there. There's 2 manhole covers right next to each other. Tree. No, tree's fine. That's fine. I'm seeing trees everywhere, glitching through everything now. Okay, we've got a little bridge over here. And then heading down. And over this little bit of waterway here. And this little... Yes, this is stock ecania quality beauty. Oh, hello. Let's head down to ground level here, shall we? Oh, there we are. So we can actually see... Yes, growing out of the tarmac here. Not 1, but 2. And 1 very, very close to actually managing it as well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So that's 3 now, yeah? 3? See if we can keep count of these trees. These trunk road trees, as we referred to them a few episodes ago. Okay. Where are we going now? I don't know. We must be getting close to the edge of the map, which will mean we can have a look at the rail. And this is another nice curved perfect bridge like that. Muchly. And then 1 last bridge as we get across to the outside connection. Here it is. And that's all good. I like that. Let's come back in and have a look at the rail. Now there's obviously multiple rail routes we could take. They all interconnect. We'll just follow probably the longest route that is available on the map. Cuts across there, swings our way through there, and then through... Oh, now, here we go. Trees. Now, is any of this actually interfering with the live wire? There's the question. Now, I don't mind if they're overhanging the rails, because a train would just brush through there, smash them down, and the train would knock all that foliage back into shape. There's not actually anything touching the rails, touching the wires, which is excellent. I have no problem with that at all. And what am I moaning about? I'm not. I'm just saying. Through the cutting and up the other side. Ah, now here, this is a different matter altogether. Hang on a second. Is that actually growing out of the railway? It is. Yeah, that's not so good, is it? Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. And onwards and through. Oh, now we're going to this different texture here. And now, personally, I don't like that texture. I don't. The colour for me is very icy blue. Well, let's say my colour vision isn't the greatest. It's icy blue. And I find it almost blends in with the river. Can you see that? I find that colour-wise very, very similar to the water. And I'm just struggling with the colours in this map. I'll try not to let it go against... oh, now that's going through the live wire, that one. But yes, I'm going to try not to let it affect the score too much, but it is actually affecting my enjoyment of the map, sadly. It is sad. Sad when I know this is a great map. I know that is a beautifully detailed map, and I am enjoying it. But I'm not enjoying it as much as I could be because of the colours. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, I wanted to be a helicopter pilot. Do you know that? Well, now you do. I wanted to be, and I failed the colour vision thing even before I even started thinking about flying lessons or anything like that, because you need to be able to identify red and green lights very, very quickly. And if a green light flashes and it's a red one, and you could crash because that big whirly thing on above your head sort of like stops spinning around and, well, basically, where's that come out? Over here. And then you know, plummet to the ground. Oh, look, we got another one. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie me, ecania. What is going on, my friend? Oh, sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy, doppy, loppy, sloppy. Right, anyways, so, I hope you're ready for Christmas. I mean, I'm very nearly there. I've just got one or two things to do, and then Christmas will be ready. A little bit of Christmas shopping and get some booze in. I've got to have a little bit of booze at Christmas. Don't know what I'm going to have. Maybe some lagers. I haven't had any lagers for a while. Get some of those in. And, oh, tree overhanging a line, but I think it was okay. And then, yes, that texture again, which is throwing me completely, because I think we're going across water, but we're not. But now we are going across water, but now we're not. And now we're onto the grass again. Oh, please stop this. So, yes, Christmas. Christmas. As you'll know, next week is going to be the best of what map. So, there's my little Christmas present for you. Going to look at 6 of the best from 2017. And there might even be an ecania map amongst those as well. You'll have to wait and see. Guess what? It's got to be time for the asset review. Now this one is been stolen again, okay? Now I know where this one is. It's over the other side of town. We have the airport. Can you see the airport? We've never had an airport in Assetville before. Hopefully they won't destroy it, which is what's going to happen. And look down here, we've got Santa Elk by 66 Kitten, because according to Google Translate, that's what that translates into. In fact, it says Christmas Elk or something like that. But yes, now unfortunately the actual elk aren't animated, but they do move, because this is actually an aeroplane. Oh yes, which means you'll get to see the elk fly. Are you ready? Here we go. And see if we can stop it against the skyline. Now there you go. This is just a lovely thing. I like it. Sadly no Santa in there, but if you want to see it fly, you'll just have to wait till the end of the episode, and I'll fade to black with the elk flying. So it's Santa Elk by 66 Kitten, and that is today's beautiful and final Christmas asset. Don't forget, hang on in there to the end of the episode and you'll see him fly off, and hopefully on his way to you with some presents. Right, shipping routes. This is very nice. Hugging the coastline, possibly too close to the coastline, but close. It's okay. If you want to build out a dock, you could have a problem with the shipping route being so close. And I would say that's perfectly good. Underneath there, definitely going to get a ship underneath that, aren't we? There's a second shipping route, comes off this way and zips around the outside this way, and I'm pretty sure that that is going to be a problem. I wonder if we've got a ship. If we got a ship, if we got a ship coming this way, then we'll... I see one there. Oh, this is like Christmas come a day early. Come on, let's follow this fella. Follow the fella. Come on, see if we got any shipping clipping. One last shipping clipping before Christmas. It's like the gift that keeps giving. Thank you, ecania. You're an absolute gent. Right, let's see if that... it's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good, is it? Is it? No, that's it. Oh, thank you. That's rubbish, it really is. Oh, lovely. Right, water. There's no problem with water flow on this map. There are 1 or 2 water dead ends, but very cleverly not overflowing. It's good work. ecania knows how to control water in his maps, and we have no problem with that at all. Out here, there's not much water flow on the outside of the map, but hopefully it'll just get swished slowly enough away. Now let's have a look at some of the textures and the detailing. Loving the rock textures. This is just beautiful. I mean, and texture work is absolute top quality. Love the theme. I love it. I do. I just have trouble with, like I say, the shale. Look at the beach. The beach. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. But this I struggle with. I've mentioned that already, so we'll ignore it for now. Loving the wet sand at the seafront there. The seafront, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, isn't it? I think. Right, let's head into the middle of the map and have a look at some of this detailing in the middle with all these little islands, all the water's centred here. What we've got here, little waterfall, once again beautiful texturing there. Nice detailing around and good choice of trees, good placement of trees. Oh yeah, very, very, very nice. Once again, not realistic, but this is a fantasy map, so we'll let that one go. A few more waterfalls here, some rock detailing cropping out of the water. That's very nice. Could have done with something like that yesterday. That's the only thing that was really missing in yesterday's map. Was just something like that to spice things up a little bit in the rivers. And then what have we got over here? Now the candy floss trees, these ones, adds a little bit of colour variation, almost a little bit too stark in contrast to the deep greens from everything else. I think it just almost looks a little bit, I don't know, jolting on the eye, possibly. I don't know, is that just me? If it's just me, tell me. I do read all the comments, and I reply when I can, of course. Okay, and let's have a quick look at, we've got a little pond over here, or lake, and sort of like some of the water faring trees aren't faring too well near the water there. Okay, has there anything else to do? I think we just got to, yeah, we'll settle down by the waterfalls, get a nice thumbnail view right here. Right, aesthetically, it's very pretty, but I'm having trouble with the colours. So I'm going to give it 4 stars for aesthetics, but I'm sure you might think this is wonderful and give this a 5th. It's up to you. Detailing is, there are the glitches with the roads and the rail, and I would also argue it's possibly the shipping routes are a little bit too close to the mainland. If you're wanting to build out your docks a little bit, that will cause you some problems. So 4 stars for detailing as well. Gameplay potential, I think there's quite a lot of options here. Possibly a little limited on build space on the land, and I know a lot of you would like to put down your own highways. I think a lot of you, it's certainly a game for the beginners, but possibly too many assets needed for those that are brand new to the game. I'm giving this 4 stars for gameplay as well, but there's nothing wrong with it at all. But it's so good, it still gets, oh yeah, here it comes, the final BonBonB seal of approval of the year. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing all year. You are all stars. Don't forget, it's not too late to join Patreon and get your name in the nameplate for January. Follow the link on the screen there. And as I promised, I would let you fade out with Santa's elk. Have a Merry Christmas, guys, and a very Happy New Year.